I mean, this is cool. I'm racking up hello again, viewers on YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of this Let's Play multiplayer game round at whatever I don't know what to call it. Hope you enjoy watching. Yeah, no, I'm just racking up lots of recordings here, so this is good stuff to keep people on YouTube entertained and grow the channel. So, and we're getting nice. In your capital, you're saying, or? Oh, yeah. For gold. Either barracks or walls, probably. Oh, it already has barracks? Yeah, wooden walls, and then you know, you can get started on some dwarven axemen, and then the stone walls, or maybe it's just the stone walls first, because that will let you get how many production does the city have? The outpost? Oh yeah, no, get the stone walls first, and the haste berries. And how close is it to growing? How many turns? Yeah, definitely get the stone walls first, because the haste berries, and then an arena will only take you one turn to complete after the city grows. I'm not even sure. It might not even require the haste berries for it, but definitely, yeah. Instead of 2 turns, it'll only be 1. How many turns on a? You probably need wood walls and then stone. And yeah, that should take like 5 turns to get them all done, I think. Your capital is not right next to a like elephant graveyard. I think it'll be fine. It's because I mean, you'll still get like some barricades, and longbowmen are your best defense. It's way more cost effective to just yeah, because then as soon as you clear the magma forge, you should be able to get both sites immediately. The magma forge will really help the city's development, but the mana node's mana, you know. Yeah, and you can send those initiates back to your capital. The 2. But then they wouldn't be able to defend your capital. If another scoundrel stack showed up out of the Arctic wastes or something, you'd be screwed. If you lose your capital, it's not gonna. Well, they have like what, 28 movement? No, it depends what terrain they're on, but there's definitely places where they could show up and murder you. And if they're high elf ones, they can even hide in the forest, although that would require all 3 to be high elf. Longbowmen are really good. I mean, they don't have to get close at all. They can attack just fine at long range. How much do you have stored up? No, you can afford it, and I'll send you. I have plus 15 a turn. I'll send you some mana, and I'm already working on a shrine. and I'll be sending you the mana from it. And I'm about to vassalize a city, which should give me a little mana too. Like that orc city near me. It's like 2 turns they vassalized. You got all that mana stored up, and it doesn't do you any good just sitting in storage. I'm building a shrine. And yeah, and I mean, sometimes you lose wild animals in fights. Don't forget, like, part of the thing is they're cheap, expendable units that you can afford to lose. I mean, it looks like they're coming to you. So you could line up on the far side of this pit and, like, just murder them with your longbowmen. And maybe... I mean, you don't want them to group up because the flamer does, like, area of effect, but they don't, like... Shoot, what's the range on that? Yeah, you should be fine with the lining up on the far side of the pit there. Shouldn't be able to reach unless it comes out of cover. As I say, not necessarily grouping up, but that's fine. It can only hit 2 this way at a time this way. However, you're definitely going to want your orc to get ready to charge them. Probably should go to the right, like around the rear, not walking over the fire vent, obviously, and then get as close as you can. Maybe not next to the other thing. You don't want to group your units because of the flamer. But yeah, because yes, AoE and no range penalties. It's the only thing that's better at long range combat than the longbowman. Although you have the numbers, obviously, so you'll be fine in a ranged exchange. Looks like the hellhounds are trying to Yep, your orc should be able to shoot the hellhound too. You should be able to murder it before it even gets close. Although I might have it move. You don't want him where he is right now because a flamer can hit both him and the longbowman at the same time. So I'd move him 1 tile to the right and then attack the flamer. I mean, then attack the hellhound. What? He'd still be in range if he went back right, wouldn't he? But I would say forward so he's ready to charge the flamer anyhow. Yep. And then just shoot the hellhound because that thing's a melee. Well, you might as well kill it before it closes. Your other longbowman should be able to... Oh, bloody A. Shoot. The other one, if I'd realized the other one was just out of range, I would have said to move the longbowman you had shoot right away. 1 tile forward so the other could get closer too. No, it'll get an attack off. What you probably want to do, this is going to kind of suck now, but this will ensure that you can kill it right away, is have that other longbowman step over the vent, move 2 tiles, and kill the hellhound. You should be able to kill it with 2 hits. It will take damage from the vent, but should be able to murder the Hellhound now. Dead. Oh, that one, I was going to say you probably want to move closer. Like a tile. Because right now it's too far back. It won't... I meant in the other direction. That's further away. They're only going to come on the right side. But it's fine. It's not like it has any use for its action points besides... Yep. Yeah, you'll have to have that wounded longbowman fall back so it doesn't die. But you can have the other two. Yeah, you can have the one that's closest to it that has 17 health move forward and take 3 shots. Or no, it has to move more. But you can have it move forward and take some shots at the flamer, probably. Yep. Yep. And your orc should be able to, I think, what's his... If he doesn't fumble it. That's fine. The flamer can't use its ranged abilities when it's engaged, and if it tries to fall back, it suffers an opportunity attack. Yes, but I would have it get way to the right so that there's no chance of the hatchling killing it with a ranged move. Move next to the rock. You know what I'm saying? So that it's further away from the hatchling. Still further. And then now it's to get 1 tile closer so it can reach. Yeah. Since the hatchling is over there, it lagged behind for some reason, I would have it try and go around the left side towards the hatchling. Maybe the hatchling will charge it instead of... Yeah. Oop, darn it. With 1 health. Yep. But 1 health is 1 health. Got lucky. And the other one should be able to get... I didn't think they would do that, because now that one that's going on the left side can get flanking. It can hit 3 times. And in fact, it should still move 1 tile closer and then attack 3 times. You see the one that's on the left side of the pit? Oh, he's already... Oh yeah, well... It's because... Yeah, it's the gas. It's because he's so slow. Then he should just shoot 3 times. He can murder that hatchling. If it doesn't kill it, the other 2 longbowmen will. Yep. Like I said, longbowmen are really good. I mean, maybe it's just I'm like a Lord of the Rings fan, and the... You know how ridiculous elven archers are in Lord of the Rings, but longbowmen are really, really good. Elven longbowmen. Yeah. And just camp there. Yeah, protect it. Yep. Oh, this is unexpected. There's a whole lot more down this magma river than I thought. By the way, some units can actually walk on magma. Just so you know. It's actually possible. The dwarves can actually recruit a unit that can do that. If you haul out some of this dirt terrain next to the Maimo River and build a city there later, or soon, because otherwise the expanding radius of that city will eventually crowd out. That require a builder and a seller, but if you haul out some area, you can actually eventually train like a tier 3 or 4 unit. I forget they can walk on magma. It's called like Dwarven Firstborn, I think is. What? Builders can dig, and some other units like can dig as well. Goblins and Dwarven Prospectors. That's right, Dwarven Prospectors, which are a very low tier unit. They're the regulars. So actually you could train a Dwarven Prospector and you just simply try and move into a diggable tile and it'll clear it, and you actually get a little money for doing it too. So yeah, Dwarven Prospector. It should be the regular unit you can train in the Dwarven outpost. Yep. You're working on wooden walls right now, right? Yep. Yeah, you could actually, fairly quickly, like, after you get the stone walls and the city grows. Actually, it's only going to grow in 5 turns. You could. The builder's hall is necessary for stone walls, but it's also necessary for a settler. You could actually probably you could build a prospector next, anyways, and then if you wanted, you could found another city along the Magma River. Like, because of the way the road is, it would be, if you put it really close to your other city, it would be fairly easy to defend. If you like dug along the Magma River and didn't dig much else, just dug just enough for the city, you get what I'm saying? West of the Mana node, just like northwest. Yeah, if you just dug a little bit like adjacent to the Magma River, you could build a Dwarven city right, like literally touching the Magma River. And it would eventually crowd the other city, but if your lease is a vassal, well, it's small, it won't matter. And it'd be fairly easy to defend because this road that runs to the southwest is a natural choke point. You could eventually build a fort there and defend that road very easily. Have a couple little outposts here that can churn out lots of Dwarven Axemen, which are really good tier 1 melee units. The elves get really good archers, the dwarves get really good melee units, tier 1. Tyrants get pretty good melee units too with their sun guards, but they need more infrastructure. You need a war hall and a guardhouse to produce them at trooper level. Essence harvest. All enemy Fey, summoned undead and creatures magic origin slain in battle. Provide your leader with +5 casting. Ooh. That's something. Excuse me. You just meeting an enemy in the sound. And you're like, did you? gonna try and clear. There's a watchtower over here west of my capital. If I clear it, I'll have a lot more visibility on what's going on in terms of like I forget, is that, yeah, that's another necromantic circle in terms of undead trying to cross the swamp and attack, trying to carve out some safety. So hmm. Sorry. Almost the point where my city can take responsibility for its own defense. In a little bit, I'll send a unit down for the deal with those goblins. And if you're able to, in your turn, move, you could start getting that way to get the, let's see. Because you're probably want to gather on that jungle tile with your elves. I don't think the monkeys care about terrain type, no, but you probably want. The problem is you probably want the penguins in the water because they hate tropics, don't they? Or they just dislike them. Yeah, that's probably the where I need. Yeah, no, bridge is good, but that's what. I'll probably your 2 swimming units. I'll have them help me take that production resource in a little bit. I'll send some Tigrans that way once. You know what? I bet it's only 3 goblins, and some guards are really tough. The problem is. Hmm. How are you doing for gold right now? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna send you some money in a sec. Demanding some tribute from my vassals. So that you can get a builder and start spamming some watchtowers and forts around your city. And of course, train more longbowmen. What are you building in your capital, by the way? Oh. Alright, well, so you can start spamming forts and watchtowers anyhow. Yeah. I believe so. Yeah, they do. Even roads cost gold. That's right. It's fine. My vassals are just... I'm just demanded tribute from one of them. A little bit wary of doing it from the other because they reduce them to negative opinion. I'm not... It's usually fine as long as the vassal doesn't become unhappy with you, but if they're less than 500 opinion, I'm not sure it's a good idea. So I'll probably not demand tribute from the dwarves, but I did from the halflings. So, you know what? I don't know what I'll do. I'll take a risk. Tribute. 11-6. Yeah, that had a pretty bad effect on my tax income, but you said you're in 93 in the positive, but how much are you in the positive on gold? Yeah, that's not much. I'm gonna send you 240 gold. That'll let you get some more stuff done, hurry some stuff, that kind of thing. Soon. Hmm. Just keep raising all these militia. Just rapidly expanding here. Of course, I messed myself up in the first turn by losing all those scout units. That first battle. That was a disaster. You remember that, Joe? I said that was a disaster, that very first fight and the very first battle I did. That was an utter disaster. Lost so many units. It's good. More mana capacity. More casting points for battles, you know? I mean, so far you've mostly not had many casting points between world spells and summoning wild animals, but with some of the like combat spells you have, it can really amplify the effectiveness of your armies. So it's worth it if it saves units from death. Research what? I mean, oh, yeah. What else can you do? Because I'm gonna say you probably want a few more turns of Longbowman, but I don't know. Well, no, but I mean, you probably want to train them, and so there's no point in the tech if you're not going to use it right away, and if there's something better, you provide immediate benefit. Anything shorter? Root Spears is one turn. That's a pretty powerful combat spell. Where is? I mean, the ability it like can immobilize enemies, right? Yeah, that could really help if against maybe some of these Archons or. Yep. Probably that dwarf city, so that you can eventually deal with those Archons. The haunted boneyard. That thing is cool. Tigers are good. Tigers are really good. I think there's more who you can't see. Yeah, I think it's an urban concealment type situation. There's probably 3 or 4, but you could take them. Yeah, with the tiger, a full stack. You should, if units here, these 6, you should be able to take them. Just be aware you're probably going to face more than just. I get next to it, and the hidden units should reveal themselves when you're adjacent. Yeah, they're going to be annoying, but they're just ranged blight damage. Your dread monkey and your baby reed serpents should do fairly well in terms of like surviving that, and the tigers are tough. Yeah, if you manage it well, you won't lose any units. Just be aware of the butcher. That thing is tough. You could wait a turn if you want your dread monkeys to heal up a little more. Just stay in place. More longbowmen. Yeah, all you have in your capital are initiates. I'm actually almost confused why you trained another. Longbowmen are really, 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 really good. Cannot emphasize enough how good longbowmen are. Especially when defending cities and forts, which you've got a builder now, so you can start popping up forts at key choke points and actually secure the area around your city. I'd say Builder's Hall is usually a great first choice. It'll make everything else quicker. How many turns will a Builder's Hall take? I'd rush it. Pay the extra gold. Do it at double speed or whatever. I can send you more if you run any lower. I have 470 just to bootstrap the development of that city. You're gonna with the builder of you might be able to actually to secure your city against the undead and eventually get those gold mines. You could build a fort between the two gold mines. If you, yep, and you can defend the fort with. I would bring them. I would bring. I would bring the two most experienced ones. That's why you train a longbowman in the capital, so that you should have a longbowman and initiate there. Yeah, but I would bring two initiates with, and try and build a fort there. It's a little risky, but if you can. Yeah, your units should be hidden while they're in the forest, right? Forest concealment, or no, they don't have forest concealment. But yeah, you see that tile that's positioned between the gold mines and the inn, and it's like, yeah, I mean there's a couple ones, but the one that's not adjacent to a forest, so you won't accidentally destroy a forest with like the sprawl around the city. And also because you probably don't want to build directly adjacent to the inn. Hopefully even let you do that, but you can build a fort there. And I think I think it has one culture radius at first, but it has two when you upgrade it to a stone fort. Oh yeah, you can upgrade forts to have stone walls and get 2 domain radius that way, which means once you clear the gold mines, you'll have them all, and in the meantime, it'll still help protect against the undead, because you can just garret. If you want the income, yeah. Why? Oh, you're talking. Yeah, if you can get an army out that way soon, you can clear it. But you don't really have an army to spare at the moment. But yeah, if you want to get it, like, they keep some of the mana for themselves, but they'll give you some of the mana, so it's worth it. But yeah, a fort will definitely be useful there. So, alright, and I just finished that shrine I was talking about. Excuse me. Probably need a what should I? Hmm. Sorry, I was thinking for a second about what to build. Uh, Probably, yeah, a Russia siege workshop. Oh, city. Followed by barracks. Cool. Oh, shoot. Shoot, Joe, I was going to ask you to send those aquatic units to help me clear those goblins out. Yeah. Um, I guess I could just do it with the units I've got. Um, it's Blight Doctor, Swarm Darter. I don't love those odds, to say the least. Hmm. 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 I'm raising two Dharma Spearmen. I'm gonna raise a Sabertooth. No, shoot, I don't have the infrastructure for it correctly. Um, yeah, I'll raise a Prowler in my capital. Yeah, I hate leaving units like where they are, but I think if those guys get attacked on the bridge though by the undead, you might lose even a few poled aquatics. Freaking hell, I'm gonna hate this. Could you save it real quick? I'm gonna start a battle, but it's gonna be yeah. All right, saved. Probable victory. Even the game doesn't love my odds of victory here. Oh, that's lovely. Hmm. Just mop up these goblins. I got some lucky strikes, and it's going well. Yeah. No, I'm quite familiar with the right way to use these shielded, heavily armored, or tough units like these sun guards. So I put them, had to get right up next to them, both of the enemy range units, and go into guard mode. And of course, they pulled back so they could use the range attacks and suffered opportunity attacks, which Tiger units all have predators, so they do extra damage on opportunity attacks. Which means both the goblins are nearly dead. This should be easy now. Just a matter of who I want to give the kills to, really. Probably want to have the Sun Guard mop up someone. Swarm Darter in case of a enemy miss. retaliate if you're dead. Cool. Got units leveling up. Ooh. At the barracks, I'll do a gladiator pit. Now, and oh shoot, no, that costs mana. Never mind. Barracks. Cool. The only problem now is I got these units stuck away from my cities, and if something comes attacks, but you got the bridge there. I'm training a prowler. Prowlers are great against retaliation. It's so. Yepers. Right. Hey Joe, how do you feel about clearing those necromancers in like a turn? With the help of one of my prowlers. What? The necromancers that your penguin stuff are like positioned to defend against? Necromant? Yeah, it's got where the necromancers are that are raising undead to periodically attack everything nearby. Yeah. 6 is the max one tile, but you can use multiple tiles worth to attack with a lot more units than that. Yep. Yep. You could outnumber them 6-1, 36-6. Yes. The way it works if you're attacking is units on your side adjacent to the units they're attacking will reinforce any units on their side. So it's always units that are adjacent to the tile where combat's happening. Maybe it's better to hold off a little bit on that. I don't know. I'm probably being overambitious. We might lose a unit or two. We'll almost certainly win, but it might not be worth taking out the necromancers quite yet. Not until your penguin is fully healed, which that'll take a couple turns, won't it? Or is it fast healing? Nope, 6 a turn. Yeah, I'll train a couple per hours. With 2 per hours, it should be no problem, I think. Alright, one more fight, but I'm kind of running out of energy here, so, You know what, I think save and call it a day. It's probably the best thing. I don't think I can do another. I don't think I have another fight in me, actually. Yeah. Besides, this video's been almost an hour or two, so I've got so many of them to upload, and it's just good timing. Yeah, and then I can think more about the thing about my hesitation of the necromancers is partly that you could lose a unit, but it's partly that we can keep harvesting XP from killing the lost souls. They keep, it's a way to train up our units too. So, I don't know, camping them. Yeah, that's the problem. They might not spawn for a few more turns. The problem is there can still be, I think those runes up there have a chance of periodically spawning stuff. I've seen them. I've seen runes occasionally spawn stuff too. Although I think that was only after I failed to attack a rune, and then the units that were defending the rune came out and attacked me. That's what it was. So the runes are safe as long as you don't attack them and fail. That's right. In a previous game, a skirmish map, like years ago, I attacked a rune that had like some watchers on it, and then a watcher came and like tried to destroy my nearest city. So, I think I forget. I think I trained a monster hunter to help kill it when at the city, and I lost a bunch of units, but that was a long time ago. My memory's a little fuzzy. That was right before I got long COVID, I want to say, when I first got this game. What's the... Yeah, green is creation. Why? Where's their creation node? Oh, you're talking about the one that's south of my cities? It can't. That area is pretty dangerous. It's crawling with brigands and undead. I don't need necessarily to eliminate all the threats. I just need a bigger army, and there's a bunch of sites around there I haven't cleared either. That's... Yeah, wait, gold mines. Where? Oh, I see one. Oh, you're talking about the one to the southwest of my city. I thought you were talking about the one further south. Yeah, no, the creation node with the nymph and the fell horses. Yeah, no, I'll be settling there relatively soon. There, it is a good spot. That's a reasonably safe area. I thought you meant across the river, like way near the Arctic terrain. I'm like, that's a kind of dangerous area. There's another node there, but like I haven't cleared anything there. I like um the next thing when we'll back up will be trying to take a watchtower and get some more another undead corpse to that hopefully doesn't immediately die this time. And go and then like go and clear a brigand camp and then finally deal with this stupid watcher before I only got 2 turns left. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it there in time. Never mind that. Abort. Yeah, they're gonna be upset with me for a while, but I might as well get them getting over it now rather than later. Okay, well, in that case, I don't need to worry about so much about getting a bunch of cadavers. I spent too long trying to gather corpses to clear that watcher. Yeah, if you want to save again, because I aborted the quest, there was no way I could complete it in time. Like, I don't even think I could have gone there in time. Maybe, but I wouldn't have. Yeah, I couldn't have even gone there before it would have failed, so I just aborted it. So that the city will start getting over, like, the unhappiness penalty now, and then by the time they're over it, maybe I'll be ready to annex them. I mean, I might have. Yeah. Or they might give me another quest before it times out. Who knows? I don't know. I might end up needing to annex them before 20 turns are up anyhow, or wanting to, but we'll see how things go. Really would like to start clearing some of these sites, and that'll take units, and I don't know, we'll see. I can't imagine taking 20 turns to annex that city, though, either way. So they were gonna... That was unfortunate. I should have never taken the quest. But I didn't think a whore in the mine would be a watcher. I thought it would be like some spiders or something, you know? Or a spider queen. A watcher is a really tough unit. Because it can petrify at range. So, anyways, if you want to resave it, because I changed that one thing, and then we'll just exit out. Oh yeah, and I should stop the recording. Folks on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. You always find a guidance star to lead you home.